Well, reason number 40 and reason number 41. I thought I'd share both of these with you. If you ever watch Dr. Oz, he's got this little show in the afternoons, and a couple of weeks ago, his theme to that show is your spouse making you sick? And I thought that was great that he brought up that issue, because several years ago I was looking at a study about how married couples can make each other sick, just like, your children who bring home diseases from school. Anybody that's living in the same environment, your roommate at school, you can all share germs and diseases. So I turned reason 41 into you stay healthy. You don't keep catching every cold and flu bug that your spouse, lover, or roommate brings home. Joe feels that he can finally breathe again after breaking up with his former girlfriend. Everything she had, he said, I caught. He's certain that she picked up viruses at work. She's a school teacher and around kids all the time. They had other differences, but mainly Joe believes that living single can deter a lot of problems. When he was in college, there was always someone sick in the dorm. And where are you going to go? Where are you going to sleep? There's no escape. Joe's not a geek about germs, but his point is well taken. If you share a space with someone, whether it's 1 or 2 rooms or an entire house, you're both susceptible to catching what the other one has. I have been struggling with rheumatoid arthritis since I was 35 years old. And up to that point, I was very athletic in anything I wanted to do, except I didn't skydive. But I loved to play golf. I was very athletic. I was a swimmer and played girls' intramural football back in high school. I went to a Catholic school, so it was all about the boys' team, not the girls. But I just loved sports. And my father was a sports star back in high school. So when this hit me, it was really a shocking experience, because I couldn't believe that all the messages that were coming from my brain were not finally going to the different parts in my body. It started in my feet, moved around to my arms and my hands, then my wrists, then my shoulders, then my back, and you name it. Some days it's in one place, some days it can be all over. But I'm the type of person that's always looking for a silver lining, so I've tried to see the positive benefits going through it. I have met a lot of people that I think that I would have never met in my life if it hadn't have been that I was struck with this disease. And I had to share something that related to that for people who witness challenges from either having a disease or are disabled, with reason number 40. No one has to witness your challenges if you are disabled. Living alone, you're never embarrassed or humiliated if you're disabled. Managing a crippling disease robs you of your dignity, and no one has to witness your toughest challenges in private. If you're lucky to have a loved one that makes you feel at ease and helps you regardless of what it takes, then you have won the lottery. If not, you're more comfortable dealing with it totally on your own, no matter how difficult it becomes. For many, especially those who have been the caregivers before life dealt them a bad hand, it is more than just a physical challenge. It will beat you if you allow your emotions to get the best of you. Feeling sorry for yourself or crying about it will not make your legs move normally again or straighten your disfigured fingers. You can't go back, but you can do amazing things for your spirit and your general well-being. You don't have to apologize for taking longer to get to the phone or finish in the bathroom. Even if life shows you that you're going to have to start slowing down to a snail's pace, it's incredible what you learn and notice that you wouldn't have with your former healthy body. On days when you strive for turning a negative into a positive, you find inner peace, stability, and self-worth. There will be those days when you'll have to accept the fact that you'll need to ask someone for help with something. But relish each and every moment that you've been given like a gift as long as it lasts, and hold fast to your independence. Reason 28. you know where the soap has been. Anybody watch Friends or old reruns of Friends? You ever watched the TV show, the sitcom Friends?
Yes, right.
Well, I love this one episode. And the episode of where Chandler is asking his roommate Joey, you know, Joey's the squirrely, crazy guy. Chandler says, if you take a shower after I do, what is the first thing you wash? And what was the last thing I washed? You got to think about it for a minute. Of course, you know, the first thing that Chandler washes is his face, but the last thing that Joey washed was his behind. I shared a band house. This is a true story. I shared a band house down in Boca Raton with a girl who played a solo gig at a local supper club. My band was doing a gig at a show bar. And we would do like a dance set and then a show set and a dance set and a show set. But the agent put us all in the same house. So in the days, you know, in between our performance hours, everybody usually went to the beach. Well, she loved the beach, and when she would come home, she would wash all the sand off in the bathtub after her shower, and she'd leave it all there. Plus, she would also steal and use our soap, so we had to hide our soap all of the time. Your roommate, your older brother, even your adorable wife or lover may share the same bar of soap with you. But who hasn't stepped into the shower and found black curly hairs all over the soap and the faucet and the floor of the tub? Now that you have that image in your mind, turn to a more inviting picture of your bathroom, your bathrobe, your tub, your towels, you. You sink down into the tub and relax in the warmth of the bubble bath with your own fresh bar of soap. But, oh, you use liquid soap, you say? So, well, now there's a concept. Reason number 24. Oh, wait, I want to go back to that. I'm going to save that for the end. I'm going to go ahead of myself here a little bit. What do you guys think so far? You like it? Kitchen domination. Anybody like to cook? We've got are you going to be a chef one day, or you just like to cook? This is reason 15. The top 10 most popular reasons for enjoying your own kitchen. Number 1, no one else drinks the last gulp of milk or juice and puts the empty carton back into the fridge. Number 2, the dirty dishes in the sink are yours, and they'll get washed when you're ready. Number 3, no one else is responsible for the limp celery in the fridge but you. Number 4, you can reuse the paper filter in the coffee maker. No one's the wiser. Number 5, you can lick the beater from the bowl of icing or taste test the stew with the same spoon. Number 6, no one else changes the dark light setting on the toaster. Number 7, you can double dip in the guacamole. Number 8, you can eat right out of the pan on the stove. Number 9, you're the only one who organizes the pantry. And number 10, it's no big deal if you burn the rice. Reason number 14, and before I do this one, I'll preface it by telling you, first of all, I had been talking to a girl who, she has like an agency, a public relations agency, and she wants to be a publicist one day. And she said to me before I went into this book signing, she says, now don't say anything about reason number 14. And I said, well, why not? It's in the book. She goes, oh, but you don't want to say that word. And I said, you mean farting? She said, oh, better keep it down. Better take it easy. Don't say that word. And I thought about it for a minute, and I thought, well, you know, I struggled for years. I went to a Catholic school. 12 years of Catholic school with the nuns and the priests and living in fear all of the time. And you know, it really took almost half of my life to even muster up the courage to say that word out loud and even put it in the book. So I'm proud to be reading it to you this afternoon. Number 14, farting is less embarrassing. Have you ever smiled when you opened up a can of beans because you knew that you wouldn't embarrass yourself later?